Hello YouTube family. So you are maybe an administrator in an IT company, or you are maybe a Windows user who has been too much used to use antiviruses on his computer. And even though everybody is saying that Linux is completely riskless and you don't really risk to have viruses with it, it's the less risky operating system to catch viruses on, you still want to install an antivirus on your computer. That's what we are going to cover during this video. So in order to do it, we are going to use Clamav, which is an antivirus which is available on multiple distributions. You can get it on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, obviously. We are going to cover the Linux part of the distribution, or the Linux aspect of it. Yeah, as you can see, it is available on Windows 32 and 64 bits on Windows in multiple formats with Linux and FreeBSD for those who are using it, and then Mac OS as well. It is available pretty much for every platform, but we are covering the Linux aspect of it. Let's see it like this. Well, and then here, yeah, what you have to do basically in Linux, if you are running Ubuntu or an Ubuntu based distribution, I'm not going to cover other distributions. What you have to do for Ubuntu is simply to run this command, which is sudo apt install clamav, which is the core part of the antivirus, and then clamav daemon, which is going to make that clamav the application can run in the background, obviously, and then the clamav fresh clam, which is that software which is going on the internet and updating the signature of your database viruses. And then you have clamtiki, which is the front end part of it. So we are entering our password, and then it should go on and install clamav. Of course, you have some things you are going to lose that way. I mean, your system is going to be a bit overused. I mean, it's a couple of megabytes that is going to be used on your RAM, more than usual, but it's not a big deal. But it depends, if you are very short of RAM, maybe you're not going to be happy to hear of it, to hear that you have to give away, I don't know, 20 megabytes of RAM. I don't know, maybe you're very, very short. Maybe you're running a 4 gigabyte laptop or something like this, right? So yeah, that's it. We just installed clamav and then clamtiki. So what we have to do now is to just try to run clamtiki. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Clamtiki. I will say it like this to the end of the video. I'm not sure if it's the right pronunciation though. But yeah, over here we have a lot of settings. We have a lot of things going on here. We are going to try to go over most of it and try to run a complete scan of our system. We start by the setting aspect of it. There's a lot of settings here. Of course, I'm not sure what all of those scans. I mean, this is scan for POS, for passwords. I mean, obviously we are going to activate all of those because we wanted to scan everything. We want to scan for password, of course. We want to scan for files beginning with dots. I guess it's like .config files and .m2 files if you're using Maven on your system, stuff like this. And then here you have scan files larger than 20 megabytes. Why not? Let's do it. And then scan directories recursively. Well, my recommendation is just to check everything here so that you scan everything, no matter what. It's just like, it's better. That's what I want to say. And then we go back here, and then there is a whitelist here where you can actually decide not to scan a specific directory. Then you have to add it here. And then there is a network configuration over here, which is taking a bit of time to load on. Is it going to come up? Yeah, it is going to come up. And what it is doing is that it's allowing you to scan through a proxy. If you make no proxy, I guess it's like. And then environment settings, set manually. Well, I'm not going to lie, I don't have any idea about it, but I'm just guessing that if you have a proxy, it's going to scan the proxy, or I don't know, use the proxy in some way while it's scanning. I cannot say much about it. That scheduler. Select a time to scan your home directory. And then here you have, down here you have antivirus signature. Select the time to update your signatures. So my idea, my recommendation would be to set this to maybe if you're getting at work at 8, right? So you set this to 8, maybe 8:30, right? So that's the time when your signatures are going to be updated with FreshClam. And then over here you can set this to 9 or 9:30, right? And afterwards, here you can see that it says a daily scan is not scheduled. If we click here, it's going to say a daily scan is scheduled. That's what we want. So it's going to update our signatures at 8:30, and then at 9 it's going to run a scan automatically every day. That's what we want. Very nice. So over here we have the history, where you can see all the different scans that have been run and then their results. We cannot do anything of it now. And then over here we have the quarantine, which is where we are, the viruses or the malware that are being found are going to be put afterwards. You know, if they are or the files that are actually corrupted are going to be put after when the scan is done. Over here we can update the signature. I haven't been able to do it manually, so I'm trusting them, and I hope this is working. I will guess it's working. Yeah. So that should be it. Yeah, I think they're updating the signature. Update assistant. That was the thing I tried to use to update the signature manually. That's probably done through the FreshClam utility, and I don't really know exactly how to do it, so I will just leave the computer do it. I don't really didn't try to look at it as well. So over here we have three last options. Scan a file, which is not really helpful, so I'm not do it. You have scan a directory, and then you have analysis, where you can see check or recheck a file's reputation. I guess it's like check which are the files that are the most the most culprit, that are the most dangerous. I don't know, like, yeah, warning files. I'm not sure what to say. Like, yeah, kind of. And then over here you have the scan. You can scan a directory, which is basically what we want to do at the end of all of it. So we want to scan a directory. What are we scanning? I'm not going to scan the whole system. I'm going to scan only my home directory, which is this one. So let's go with it and scan the home directory. It's going to run the scan of the home directory. Probably going to take a while. Not that long. The last time I did run it, it took like less than 2 minutes. So that should be pretty fast. Yeah, like 30 seconds or something. Yeah, it's going pretty fast, as you can see. And this done. So what do we do? Not found. That's very nice. We close it. We close this, and we try to open the history to see what did we run as scans. Here you can see that we have a new row in the history, the 19th March. It is the 19th March, and we can click on View, and then you can see stuff here, some details. The signature of the Clamav database is this one, and yeah, 0 threats found it. No threat found. That was about it. Yeah, I hope very much this video has been helpful. As I said, it was intended for people who for whatever reason, maybe for bureaucratic reasons, maybe it's a requirement at your work, maybe they are IT administrators and they don't know how to deal with Linux computers, with desktop environments, of course. By the way, Clamav can also be installed without the graphic interface. So in that case, you just have not to install the ClamTK part of it. Then it's going to have everything but ClamTK. Yeah, so I guess that was it for me. I'm out and see you on the next one. Bye.